Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live, and it's a Thursday night. So, of course, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we're back with another Rumble, our weekly podcast, Let's Rumble, where we get into the hot topics of wrestling. And, of course, as you can see on the screen right now, one of the hottest topics in wrestling, I guess, would be the Royal Rumble coming up this Saturday. Remember, we will have it live. If you tune in, you'll have an opportunity to win some prizes. Everybody likes a prize, but tune into that. Folks, for the next little bit, we're going to run through the Royal Rumble card. We're going to run through who we think is going to win. We're going to run through some other scenarios, some prop picks, if you will. But we're going to talk all about the Rumble, on the Rumble, this guy and that guy. We're going to rock and roll, folks. Do not go anywhere. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live, and ready to go again. The channel that is here almost every single day of the week, about 340 days a year. We do not stop. Sometimes we're doing triple headers, multiples. This weekend we got the Rumble coming up and so much more, folks. So thank you for being here on a Thursday. Thank you for joining us. Like I said before we went to the little video, we are going to talk all about the Rumble on the Rumble tonight and try and figure out what we think is going to happen. Do keep in mind, a little programming note for everybody tuning in. Tonight at 10 p.m., the host challenge. Big Nick, I almost called me Big KJ. Big Nick versus Big KJ. And we're gonna go toe to toe. So without further ado, I am KJ White, Mr. Every Night, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I am joined by the what man?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrasslin for Life proudly brings to you its YouTube Tag Team Champions of the World, the Every Night Delight, KJ White, and I am Big Nick, and let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. That's what we're gonna do,
Michael
folks.
Buffer, don't come at me.
Right? I see the chat filling up. I see people filing in, folks. So remember, tell everybody you know about the Wrasslin for Life Network if you haven't done it yet. And if you're not a part of the family, like, subscribe. But this is our weekly podcast. And like I said, usually we go through the headlines, the topics, and all that fun stuff, and we argue about them for a couple hours. Tonight, we're going to focus on the Rumble. We're going to talk about one of the most anticipated Royal Rumbles in a long, long time. But congratulations, folks. You got Friday Junior in the books. Friday is upon us, and the weekend is here. We got doubleheader Friday tomorrow, then Rumble on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be fun, Nick.
Absolutely. Like we were saying, this is probably the most anticipated Royal Rumble in recent memory, at least, which we even sat there, and if you go watch our video that's coming up after the Rumble and everything, to where we go host for host of number by number in each Rumble, that we even were through part of it. We're like, shit, I forgot about that person.
I forgot Karrion Kross.
I forgot Brock Lesnar, and neither of us had Dwayne.
And neither one of us picked Dwayne. Spoiler alert, folks. If you won't, we don't want to ruin the whole episode, but yeah, real quick, White Rabbit, C Money, Polo, Dale, Damien, we're doing a little roll call.
Dale, Ryan, C Money, Wario, JV, Jordan, everybody.
There you go. I like Otis. Otis isn't even didn't make either list.
Yeah, no. Right. It's interesting. Former Money in the Bank winner can't even make a Rumble list now.
Right. Let's get ready to rumble. What's that? Mike Buffer's lawyer on the phone? Yes, this is. Yes, I said that. Where are you, Stephen P. New? But okay, yeah. Where do I send the check? Yeah, have a nice day too. That was fun. All right, thank you. Money. Yeah. But yeah, so like we said, highly anticipated Rumble, lots of possibilities. Both of us think there will be a minimal amount of legends or kind of wasted spots just for the pop. I think we could be in for a very, very entertaining night. And as soon as I click on this banner, we'll start talking about it. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about, I guess, one of the, I imagine it might even be the opening match at this point, but the match that we still don't know what it is.
Oh, fair enough. Well, you think this is going to be the opening match, but no, I disagree with that. But we have no idea what this is, whether this is just a cinematic match, whether they just turn the lights off and LA Knight and Bray have a tickle fight or something like that. No one knows. All we know is that Mountain Dew has pitch black out.
It's very true, dude. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what the rules are. The announcers haven't been able to tell us. They've admitted that. I mean, why does nobody know what the rules are? Who came up with the match? If it's a Bray Wyatt creation, he should at least hint at what the rules are going to be.
Why are you allowing them to have a match that you don't know what's going to happen?
Yeah. They're like, oh, we got these two guys wrestling on the weekend. What are they doing? I have no idea. They just
nobody knows.
They don't
like I keep saying that.
Right?
The tagline from Blades of Glory fits this match perfectly. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative and it gets the people going.
It gets the people going. That's my favorite part of it all. So now we're heading into Rumble with Bray Wyatt and such. Now, some people have said the Bray Wyatt story is starting to get a little slow, a little bit drawn out. LA Knight has become a star in front of our very eyes. And I mean, how do you feel about this angle going in?
I've said it before. I think LA Knight's become the star out of this whole situation. Granted, we had the passing of the torch moment between Taker and Bray, which still, to me, I don't see it fully as everybody else does. But I think this is, unfortunately, it has to be an angle, a vehicle to get Bray over. So LA Knight's just managed to get himself over throughout it. But
he really has.
We still don't know what's going on, whether we're getting Firefly, Funhouse Bray, Fiend Bray, what's up with Uncle Howdy or Uncle Howdy's. There's just too many plates spinning for this whole thing to make any real sense right now.
1 howdy, 2 howdy, 3 little howdies, 4 5
little 6 little howdy.
Mike says that Bray's going to beat LA Knight. I'm actually on the contrary. I like what LA Knight's done. And I think if the story continues in the manner which they're implying, that somehow Howdy and or Alexa have something to do with Bray not winning this match. And
really?
Yeah, I really think that LA Knight could surprise people. I really like LA Knight as a pick in this match.
What in the Rudy Blue hell convinced you of that, though? Because this to me seems like, literally, like you even said it, of the only person who knows the rules for this match is Bray. Why would you not take it's like I was about
why
to say,
would I not take my guy, right?
It's like not taking Kane in an Inferno match, but he lost a fucking Inferno match. I was going to say it's like not taking Bray in a House of Horrors match, but he lost a House of Horrors
right
match.
See where I'm going with this,
right?
I mean, dude, I honestly think that LA Knight's got himself over. LA Knight I think you could turn LA Knight babyface and you do perfectly fine. I almost think it's a bit of a grind against the current right now to keep him heel. And if he wasn't such a good worker, the crowd would have lost it for him already. And they do anyway. Like yeah. I mean, if you look on social media, people are just flooding him with it. And to his credit, he's putting a ton of them out. So I think he could win. And I think the caveat is like, oh, but Bray Wyatt can't lose, KJ. I think if it ties into this whole storyline, what if we're in the dark? We can't see anything. And there's just spotlights. And at some point, spotlight comes on. Yeah, we play Marco fucking Polo.
Pause.
Right? But if the spotlight comes on and it's like, oh shit, that's Alexa or that's Howdy. But what if the spotlight came on and that's Bo, that's Vincent, that's Dutch. Where are they taking Bray?
Let me in.
And how does the Fiend tie into all this? And the fact that they circled back to the Firefly Funhouse, yes, man, it blow. I didn't expect that. I know some people were really happy. You included,
me especially,
but I'm fading on the Bray love, and I mean that's my guy.
But well, I like C Money's comment here of you don't have to go over to get over. Absolutely, 100% agree with that. But I do feel, well, I'll ask you this. Who was your favorite out of the LA Knight, Undertaker, Bray segment on Raw 30?
LA Knight.
Absolutely. That's where there's the valid case for your argument there.
Yeah, it's true.
I still just feel at this point it's kind of hard to go against Bray in all of this.
It is super hard to go against Bray. but I do think he can take the L in a certain manner that keeps us watching the story, keeps us intrigued about the story, keeps us paying attention to the story. He could win and it could still do the same thing, but when Howdy came out to the ring, he drilled Bray with his sister Abigail. That was where I was like, wait a minute. If this is a war between Bray and some entity, whether it's represented by another human or just a rubber face, this is where I think you really could get that, Bray goes under. Bray gets screwed. Bray's demons are fucking up his mission. Like, that's what I think is going to happen.
Right, but you also, like you said, with the Firefly Funhouse segment that came back and everything, of how he said in that whole little thing that popped on the TV screen of, see, you got where you were going. He basically said, you got where you're going. All you just needed was one little push.
Yeah.
So it almost could be that Howdy was more of there to get Bray back to
the Fiend?
Being the Fiend, or just being, well, Victor's mentioning about it being the return of the Eater of Worlds. So maybe it's just Bray just blends between all of his gimmicks and all of that. But
there's layers. There's layers. This is the
right.
onion of all storylines.
Bray is the ogre of professional wrestling. Ogres have layers.
I like that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take LA Knight in this pitch black match. I'm curious what the fuck this is gonna mean, or how they're gonna do it, or how they're gonna present it. I really am.
It's gonna be a cinematic match. To me, it reeks of the Firefly Funhouse match between him and Cena.
I just picture like the end scene from Silence of the Lambs, where these two guys are like, you got that night vision goggle view, and like, you just see everybody doing this. Like, what are we doing?
Then it's like the Jackass movies, if they just like throw a fake snake on LA Knight and he like loses his mind and everything. Just start pranking him, and
the old like smack in the back of the head.
Right. What? Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, it's too funny. But yeah, I see I'm in the minority on this one. So a lot of people got Bray. The fact that after all the praising and love I gave Bray over the last 2 years,
you turned all the way heel on that man.
You know what? I like him. I'm still a huge fan. I'm still into the story. I'm a little impatient with the story. And it's not the fact that, like, some people have said, well, it's long-term story, but then there's times where you're giving us segments just for the sake of filler. And that's where I started getting like, oh, okay, come on. Because we get a lot of segments of nothing. It doesn't move the story in any direction. So I'm really hoping Royal Rumble gives us some more clarity into this whole story. That's just me.
Hopefully.
But I love LA Knight. That guy is awesome. Dude, he is.
Well, I was going to say with Bray, you sounded almost like the parent there of, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm just a little disappointed, like you could do better, be better.
Right.
But I'm not out of it yet. But WWE Neon Knights.
Hi.
What?
Well, then I should click on this one there of LA Knight's a poor man, Stone Cold. No, he's the Rock. He's just a newer Rock. He cuts his promos the same way, has the same mannerisms, uses the same inflection. It's just old school Rock promos.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements, and we've talked about this since he was in NXT, Nick, you and I, and we've watched him week in and week out, where again, it's those little things like between words, like the snap of the neck and the looking off in the distance and the eyebrows, and like you said, the facials, all of it ties in so nicely with LA Knight. And he's that guy, like we talk about Dax Harwood. I almost said Wilder. I don't know why. But we talk about those types of wrestlers where the minute they walk through the curtain, they're on. They're on the entire time. And until you see them leave again, they're on. And that's what I love about him.
Oh, absolutely. Real quick, do you want to be a face or heel? San Francisco or Eagles?
San Fran.
Fine, I guess I'll be the baby face here. Eagles. Then again, I know I got plenty of, people I chat with and everything like that, fans of the show and everything that are 49ers fans. So I just pissed a bunch of people off while you became the baby face.
I think the Niners got it, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Just my humble opinion, but I also took LA Knight, so who knows?
Yeah, you got an LA vibe about you, sir.
Yeah, right.
Going back to Cali.
If Bailey gets booked in a match, I'm picking her.
Well,
Telling you
didn't
that
you
right
have
now.
her for the steel cage match? So
Yeah, we should. They should give us a rematch or some. Like I said, they it was rumored that Edge would be at in Hell in a Cell at Rumble, and why not make it Bailey versus Becky, Hell in the Cell? I mean, now you're getting a fucking heavy night, a lot going on.
right.
But if I'm being a greedy wrestling fan,
Well, and even then,
you owe us.
still, if they can, depending on the potential surprises and everything that they have in the Rumble matches, like we talked about, of we really still you know a good bit of, or at least a few people that are in each Rumble match, but you don't know anywhere near as many as you normally would, or at least had a clear odds-on favorite.
Yeah.
You can make a case for damn near anybody in both these matches.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But with that being said, Mister Nick, we do have another match. And this one's interesting because it ties back into the first match.
Fair enough. Yes, this depends on how much you view Uncle Howdy gets involved. Or honestly, if you view that maybe Bianca's just getting a little bit stale. Of
Column A, column B.
I want to see where you're gonna go first, honestly. I was about to
I
go
want to
first. I
go
want to see.
Alexa. I want to
Okay.
go Alexa, which is, I mean, you're like, wait a minute. Bray Wyatt loses, but Alexa wins. I think there's something to the whole thing of you're in control.
She's the face of evil.
She is the one behind all of this. Like, she is the key to it all, right? Like, it's like Ghostbusters, right? The baby was the one that unlocked everything, or the
But didn't
Sigourney
Bray have
Weaver.
a tweet earlier during the White Rabbit thing and everything about going after Alexa? Like still having, I guess, heat with her because of what she did to the
Well,
Fiend
that
and
was
all that.
initially the thought, but then he seems kind of friendly to her. So again, I
They
think
haven't interacted.
I like, and I said I had the theory before of like the six was actually like, and Bray has said the circle controls me. So we haven't really had an answer to what the circle is. I think Alexa wins this not only because she's getting pulled into the Bray scenario, but I do
Mm.
think that Belair has hit that point. We
Getting long
I
in the
think
tooth.
take a breath. Go away for a little bit. Let us miss you a little bit. It's a lot of rinse and repeat with Bianca at this point. Great athlete, gives great matches. Don't get me wrong. Still not a great promo. She sounds very rehearsed, but just take a pause and we'll pop big when you come back. I promise.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I I do agree with that. Granted, I, for different reasons, think that Bianca retains. I
Okay.
think that
I agree with that, but not at all.
yeah. Well, no, I it's because I'm more of I just don't want to see Alexa tied up too much with the whole Bray thing and everything. I haven't wanted that for quite some time.
True.
Of I get that that's the way that they seem to be going, of how they get the lights flicker and all of that and twitch out, and then all of a sudden she smashes her in the face with a glass and everything.
Just snap.
Um, but I still think, and this might be a spoiler later on, but who I think wins the women's rumble, I like the idea of seeing her choose between Bianca and Charlotte as to who
Ooh.
she's going to face for the titles versus Alexa and Charlotte.
You know what? That is a valid point because I think I'd rather see Belair and Rhea one on one opposed to Alexa.
He went there somewhere else with his mind. I haven't given away my spoiler. That man just gave away his spoiler.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Shit. No, I'm just trying to connect these dots. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think what you're saying is the potential angle that comes out of it. Now, if who we might think wins this goes towards goes towards Charlotte, Alexa then ends up with someone else. So
Well, what
maybe.
about like what JV says here? If Bianca has to hold the title till Mania or till before Mania, Bianca versus Bailey versus Becky at Mania. That's not a bad match. They all three have history with each other.
I feel like we've got a lot of that, especially with Belair's reign of like, Becky, Asuka, this one, that one. Like there's been a lot of
That is true.
triple threats and stuff, but not a bad show, especially when you're trying to get people onto the card. Yeah, I'm gonna I no Dale say the same thing. Rumors are lose title at Mania. Yeah, maybe it's too early. You give her the last 2 months, but yeah,
But I mean, she's had like what? Probably it feels like the last year or so, if not
yeah.
more than that. It's been what was it? Was it at Mania this year, or was it at like the SummerSlam before, or something? It was yeah. She's held the title for quite a bit while, it feels like, or even if she really hasn't, then it's at least been drawn out that way to where it feels like she's always had the title. So
It
maybe
feels
a
like
change
it's
up
been a
wouldn't be a
long
bad
run.
idea.
Yeah, it does feel like it's been a long run, Nick, for me anyway. But yeah, I'm sticking with Alexa. Alexa's my pick on this one for sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So there we go. Two opposing opinions again. Ah!
Bless you. Well,
Uh,
then you can come back and answer this question when you return here.
dumb
Uh,
question. Did your head just explode? Yes.
yeah, I don't think
We
that
are
would be a
live.
dumb question at this point. But dumb question: are you guys over in Wrestling Revolver next Thursday? I'm
No.
not sure what the question
Like, are we?
means.
Yeah.
Are
What is
we?
Revolver doing next Thursday, Mike? Oh, covering.
Oh, next Thursday. Well, I know we'll be here for Impact. I didn't know if Wrestling Revolver has a show on Thursday. We'll have to take a look.
Nick just let a cat out of the bag, folks. But yeah, we will be here next Thursday. We're gonna show up and we're gonna do Impact Wrestling. Hi, Victor. That one's for you. No, yeah, we will be adding that to the programming. So we're looking forward to that, guys. We're going to give it a test run and check out the thumbnail. It will be out soon.
Well,
And
I was gonna say, well, even then, I'm still asking with what shows we're covering and everything like that. Then that's why you make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification, all of that, because that'll let you know anything and everything that we're doing that's going on the channel here.
absolutely, don't forget our socials will keep you up to date as well. And all that stuff's below, including the merch store, folks.
Bye.
What? All right. So that one was pretty easy. Let's save the Rumble matches for the end, and we'll talk about this.
Fair enough. So this is the match. Bless you. That I think ends up kicking off the show very much of with Roman of if I'm not going to go on last, I'm going to go on first. And you get a very, you know, quote unquote clean audience and everything because they hadn't seen any wrestling yet. So I think that's where we have Roman versus KO, and I think this is obviously clear cut. Roman wins. Now I think the bigger question here is when Sammy get involved, because remember this is Sammy's final test to become a full Uce, or supposedly, because Roman told him to piss off after Monday night until Saturday so he can pass his final test.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be interesting how this finally plays out and what happens. Now, I agree with you, and I agree with what I see coming into the chat right now is 100% Roman. Roman's on fire. Roman's the guy. He's not going to lose this close to Mania. We know that, blah, blah, blah. Fair enough. However, if he does go on first, and there is some type of, maybe it is a moment like Roman lays out Sammy, and where I overlooked this in the Rumble, and you guys will find that out later. But you have that opportunity where now Sammy's pissed at Roman and enters the Rumble with a fucking vendetta.
Now, see, I see where you're going with that, but to my counterpoint with that would be, what if it's Sammy does a good job, and so he gets rewarded with a spot of they just go ahead, you can have that, all of that, and they don't think he's actually going to fucking win or anything like that, and turns out, maybe spoiler alert, that he wins, and then that's where you make him put his title shot on the line at the Elimination Chamber, because we've seen the whole teaser with him being on the chair and everything. So I could see it. I could see it reverse of what you said.
Did he freeze on his intro?
Yes, he did.
You literally paused.
Are you serious? I'm freeze? Oh my
you
God.
paused like this, bro. It was wicked.
Ballet.
Right? Side champ.
Yeah,
side champ.
Right. That's crazy. I don't know what's up with this damn spectrum. I guess it's back. Let me know if y'all can hear me clear, because if so, then I'll just take off my picture.
You're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
You just had a little dramatic entrance. Fashionably late.
Right. That's crazy as hell.
So we're talking about Roman and KO. By the way, folks, that is CJ Brand, the man, the myth, the legend. He has arrived, and
I didn't find out it's fucking froze like that.
right. Generally take
I've
pictures
been there.
of them.
Right. Oh yeah, Nick, we know.
Roman
Hey, at least we
KO.
all had our fair share.
We all have, yeah.
Yeah, we all had our fair share of this. So
CJ is all right.
all
Is
right,
what?
man.
What?
What y'all talking about? Roman
What?
versus KO? What's
Yes.
going on with that?
Okay, so we're trying to figure out. We think it's going to open the show. So that's one thing. I guess you really don't have much choice. I think the women's match might open the show, though.
Yeah, now that's a hard bargain with it because since this is Hunter's first Royal Rumble that he's booking with what's his name?
Vinnie Mac
Walk
sitting on his
Games,
shoulder.
right?
Regal.
Vinnie Mac and Regal. There you go. I couldn't think of his name. But yeah, since this is his true first one, it's kind of hard to really book it how it's been booked, like where the women start off first, then the man ends the show. So I mean, you really could see maybe Roman, and KO going first again, and then of course it's going to be like, okay, cool, we got something truly big happening at the at the men's Royal Rumble. But what would be crazy is if the women actually main events this year.
Ooh,
that'll be a crazy thing. If that happens.
I don't know.
I don't think
when we get to that match, I guess we'll see if you can pull something out that's going to be that impressive that it outdoes anything with, say, Roman versus KO or the men's Rumble that would, I guess, warrant being main event. That's going to be a big enough surprise to end on.
Yeah,
right. I mean, just imagine if the women's had Mercedes Moné coming in, Naomi. We had a few women from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And just a bunch of returns, like Nia Jax maybe come back.
That's how I feel about it.
Who knows? What if all that happens? Like, would you then want to see that at the main event?
No, because the other one still has like Cody and Seth, and you might get Cardona and Jay White.
So you want to open the show with that?
No, you open the show with Roman versus KO because with Roman, if you're not on first, you're on last, and they know the crowd hasn't seen any wrestling. Then that's the first entrance they get. They are clean audience. They haven't seen any moves yet. They haven't seen any spots. So that's when your stuff's going to get the most over outside of being the main event.
It's true story. True story, Jack. 2018.
It did? Oh wow, that's crazy.
Right.
See, I wasn't into wrestling like that back then. Okay. That's crazy, man. But yeah, definitely for this match, me personally, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and take Roman for it. But I'm kind of nervous though. And the reason why I'm nervous, because Sammy. This is supposed to be Sammy's final test, of is he actually the bloodline or is he with KO? And I mean, this could really go two ways because of course, Roman got pissed off at Sammy, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what could happen. Sammy couldn't screw the tribal chief over.
Well, that's where you think this goes, of that they don't rip Sammy's heart out, that he was in cahoots the whole time.
And Jay looks like an idiot. We talked about that on
He's
Friday.
Kaiser Soze of the bloodline. He just, that they didn't know it was him all along.
And then it's kind of hard though, because I know you guys seen, I think y'all may have sent it to the chat, the Elimination Chamber, who was on the cover of it. Sami Zayn.
But so what if he's putting up his spot from winning the Rumble on the line in the Elimination Chamber? Because Roman or Heyman or whatever makes him do that.
Damn. Hold on, wait a minute.
Now, if he's going to be in, rumor is Sammy, KO, Lashley, who are the other? But anyway, they've already kind of had a bit of
the leaked image. I know what you're talking about. Let me look.
Are you talking about what in the chamber?
Yeah. Now, if that comes to be, would that be for a title shot? The winner of the chamber gets a shot at one of the two titles.
But if and when do they split the titles?
That's the hard part, right? So to me, it's Rumble or never.
So, but
both are on the line.
It's for both. It's not for one. They haven't done like what they did with the Usos, to where they defend the Raw and the SmackDown tag titles.
Yeah, so KO's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, even with you saying that, Nick, maybe he is going to win the Rumble, and maybe he's going to be, putting the spot up. What about this theory right here?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for instance, we get Sammy helps Roman, but now we have to have Roman versus 5 other competitors in the Elimination Chamber.
Ooh.
Will that be then the downfall of the bloodline with Sami Zayn? Because Sami Zayn is not going to lie down for Roman. He's going to actually put up a fight.
That's not a bad shout at all. That's a really
it's crazy. You could juggle it all around.
I kind of thought about that at times, but I really hadn't taken into consideration because it's one of those of with Roman's kind of schedule of does he work an Elimination Chamber?
Right.
It would be to see him just going through like a spear through a pod or anything like that would be fantastic. Or does he manipulate the situation so he's absolutely the last person that comes out?
Right.
By that point, Sammy's first one that comes out, and Sammy's torn through everybody. He's the last man standing between like him and say one other person, say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
And
this is scary, bro.
Like
it's so scary now.
Won't just take the finger poke of doom.
Well, it could set up the whole, angle of like Roman does lose one of the belts, but it wasn't really his fault, and Sammy cost him the pinfall. Eesh.
Yeah,
I like it.
And it's so crazy. I'm sorry, it's crazy again because with him even being on that chair poster, you could already just say, okay, yeah, Sammy's going to help KO, for the belt, and then they're going to fight in that thing. Or even if he doesn't help him, KO just wins the belt off of Roman. Now we got Sammy fighting for the belt inside the thing, and then that's how you set up Sammy versus Roman at Mania. Maybe Roman will win the Rumble. Maybe Roman's going to win the Rumble this year.
It goes full, like, what was it? It was 2018 or something. No, well, it was around there, 2017, to where Roman had the match with KO for the Universal title, lost the match, and came out number 30 in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I know we were debating this the other day in our chat of like, number 30 cannot win either Rumble this year. I'll be very disappointed in everybody involved. 29 can win, 28, and any other number. 30 cannot win again.
So what if 30 is Cody Rhodes?
He can't be.
You don't say that to the end. That's what you say that for. If you smell.
If he wins from 30, I'll throw up on live.
I'm personally willing to go as far.
He can't go from number 1. He's not in shape, remember.
Right. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Let's not get into that.
No, let's go ahead. That's what this is about.
Okay, hold on one second before we get into The Rock. Okay, imagine this. Number 30, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He wins the whole damn thing.
Fuck off. Oh,
you just hear that glass break in it.
The place will go bananas, but I don't know if I like it overall.
And he's just like club fisting everybody, and they just pop and just like Shawn Michaels sell, like going over the top rope. Like that man's not, I don't think, just going stunner crazy.
Why not him? Any chance that? Well, I guess any chance that KO tries to get in the Rumble if he loses?
I could maybe.
Is there? I don't know what we're gonna do, but what I love about this whole angle with the bloodline, with Sammy, with everybody right now is we just sat here and put out 4 or 5 different angles, and they all make sense. They all work, and they're all intriguing. They all could happen.
Yeah.
I'm show you orgasm just saying bro earlier. Yeah.
Pause.
Oh no, Nick, you can't say anything, damn it. You have what orgasms all the time? Or should I say spasms?
What spasms?
Now since we still on this, please tell me how the hell Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not going to be in shape to wrestle.
Oh, dude!
Somebody explain. This man
gets up at
4 o'clock in the morning
and like this, but then if you push him like this, it's over.
But my man Shay said, bro, I won't have enough time to get WWE shape. Like, what? Like I can understand if he said his cardio was low, but it's hard to believe it. You're a big ass male. You're in the fucking ring. You're in the gym probably at 3 o'clock in the morning each and every day. You're consecutively running and drinking Terramana. I mean, bro, come on now.
Your life is being in shape. Your whole life is being in shape.
Your whole situation.
Are you not in shape?
You got one job.
You had one job. To do.
You got one job.
Oh, that is so.
And it wasn't to sell me
tequila every day.
Nothing. It's just for show.
Dude, I wish I was as not in shape as he is.
Right, fuck. If that's not in shape, I'm way the fuck out of shape. I'm in shape. Round is a shape.
Yeah. If somebody wants to call the parlor, apparently the Rock's not in shape, so I'm that close to, send me on home,
digging the
This
hole
man
now.
Nick talking about, bro, I am way the fuck out of shape. Like,
like, what are we gonna do?
Right,
oh,
if
man.
that's out of shape, I'm fucked.
Right now, the reports I read were that came from the Wrestling Observer, but did he say it? Like, is there a video of him saying it, or was it just the story that was going around?
You're
Because
down
we
to,
know,
I need physical proof that this man
right?
says
Because we
this.
know,
I need to hear it from his lips.
you know, Unky Dave and the boys like to just say random shit on that podcast that don't exactly always pan out. If The Rock shows up, and I said this,
source that starts with an A and ends with a W,
right now, if he is the source on that, which I thought he was, because I'm pretty confident, because the idea is this: if The Rock did show up, I'm gonna shit all over Dave on this channel because I can't help it.
Say something else. Yeah, and you know, it's kind of perfect, you know, for him to be in LA at the time as well, just because, you know, the XFL, you know, he could be in town already, you know, for that. I know the XFL is actually
lives there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But when people say stuff like that, oh well, he's busy or he's doing this. These are millionaires. Like the private jet, you get him there. He works for 9 minutes, does the fucking up in the arm, walks out, and goes back to whatever the fuck he was doing. So all of the excuses, other than I'm currently, you know, going to be in the other side of the globe filming a movie, or I just don't fucking feel like it, or, you know, I tripped over my kid and I sprained my knee. It's got to be something, but I'm not in shape's not going to cut it. I'm busy. Money. If you got the money, he'll show up.
Money.
And he's got tons of his own.
Well, and he needs some good PR because, you know, certain things haven't been going the greatest for Dwayne. But no, I mean, if this man can sit there and show up and cut a whole promo to introduce the Super Bowl in LA and everything, I think you can show up there to eat a spear and a Superman punch for a 1, 2, 3.
If it's some my ass is not in shape.
And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Right. This guy stand there and
let me tell you something, brother.
Right, but Ric Flair wants. What is the irony of Ric Flair wants in the Rumble and still wants to wrestle, but fucking Dwayne is like, I can't go. I'm not in shape. This guy's passing out mid-match, and Rock can't go. Fuck off.
Look, fuck Ric Flair coming to the Rumble. This man is old as dirt, and he still wrestled the whole match. And you tell me, Rocky, you're not in shape? You just Ric Flair. Wait. So you telling me that Ric Flair is in better shape of Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
No. We watched this man pass out mid-match twice.
Mental faculties. But so what do you think about the idea of Austin? Like KJ or CJ mentioned about, say, if Austin comes out at the end of, they've had the talks that they might have a match pitched. I've heard it was Roman. I've heard it was Brock. I heard they pitched him at SummerSlam and he turned it down. So what if we get Austin for another match at Mania? Dude, if the Rock's not in shape, Stone Cold's been working out too. And I'm sure he's still got one can of whoop ass. So.
Both of them has been fucking working out, bro.
Right?
Like, one happens to work out way much more than the jabroni.
Yeah, right.
Like, wait. Yeah. Whoa. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I really do hope that this Rumble we actually have a surprise winner. Like, you know, I know that we have Sammy being in the front line, Seth being in the front line, Bobby being in the front line. You know, everybody that's pretty much over right now, or, you know, on the main picture. I really want to see somebody that's not in the main picture actually win this Rumble this year. You know, I want to be actually like straight up surprised.
So then who do you think wins?
CM Punk.
Fuck off, bro.
Honestly, I thought about that when we were wrapping up doing the challenge show and everything like that. Is I after I mentioned we didn't mention Dwayne, I was like, we didn't mention Punk either.
Did you say a talent show?
A talent show?
No.
What did you say?
Challenge.
Oh,
challenge.
Bro, all I heard was talent.
Listening.
Like, wait, what?
Listening.
Right. You're right. Let me go ahead and. Oh, that's hilarious. You know, no, but for real though, CM Punk winning that'll be crazy as hell, and it would be. I think that it will sell WrestleMania out just like that. As soon as it's
100p.
But see, that's the thing, though, is as far as I know, and from what I've seen, of there's still so much talk about him being under contract with AEW. If they've potentially frozen his contract, he wouldn't be out of contract unless they completely voided and release him and everything until 2024. So I think Tony's just letting him sit on the fucking bench.
So what if
I'll pay you to fuck off.
So what if CM Punk decides to change his whole entire name?
They still screwed. The person is contractually obligated to somewhere else.
The
like that
physical human being.
Right? What if I change my name from Phil Brooks to just Punk?
There you go. That's how CJ tries to get out of trouble with the cops. I just changed my name. They'll never know.
It's not CJ no more. It's JC. Damn it.
Right.
He's the whole name around. Yeah, but.
So we got a men's Royal Rumble, and like Nick said, like going through the list of who could be in it, there is a shit ton of names. You really could have went 40 deep on the men's Royal Rumble. Lots of possibilities.
You don't know it.
So Zack Ryder does that. Everyone's assuming he might be involved. How do you guys feel about Matt Cardona possibly being in this? Is he just trolling everybody?
No.
Wifey's
going there. I think Wifey's in the women's Rumble. I think he's there 100%. What? I think he's there 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I had him on my list, but do you think? I mean, it should be a pretty good reaction, especially if it's coming out to woo woo woo.
I think that this guy is going to be in the Rumble. Let's drop the damn times.
Right.
It was so funny because Nick blew up when Okada actually debuted on AEW. I'm like, the fuck happened?
Who the hell is this guy?
Because you heard the coins. I'm like, what?
Right.
I'm thinking it's just some random ass sound effect. Because KJ was doing sound effects at the time, so I'm thinking it was him and shit. And somebody was like, this man got a real person coming. I'm like, okay.
Right.
I'm a little bit confused. But.
So Mesh throws out Jay White, The Rock, Rhea Ripley, Muda.
Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping.
I heard that. Who was it? It was Christ. No, no actor threw out that. I guess that Great Muda should debut in WWE on his farewell tour in the men's Royal Rumble.
Might as well, and that's what somebody, how we were saying, like, okay, Shinsuke went over to face Great Muda. I mean, honestly, I really truly believe that this could be a beginning of, the WWE's Forbidden Door. We really could start seeing New Japan Pro Wrestling stars come over to WWE, just to, make their little small debut and go fuck off. Mickey James already did hers while she was working in a different company. Maybe we will have people from Impact. If Moose come to this damn thing, bro, the lights go out. Moose.
I was gonna say another person that we didn't talk about, and same thing with Muda. I agree with like what CJ was saying there. I didn't even fully think about it.
Right.
We had Shinsuke go over to Noah, so when I scratch your back, you scratch my
exactly.
back. So you give me Muda, you get the fucking pomp and circumstance. The entrance, he comes out, he missed somebody, he gets thrown out.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need. I mean, I completely agree, and it's newsworthy, especially with what is the core of your competition's fan base. Yeah, it's huge.
It's so crazy, bro. I really want to purchase my tickets for the Rumble now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to go ahead and press play on it, catch my flight tomorrow, and say, "See you, sucker." Like,
I would, if you're gonna do it, now is the time to do it, because when they may not be there when you come back.
Right,
man, for real. Because that is crazy.
Fair
Royal Rumble. Yeah, because I know they sold 40,000 tickets, so I don't even know what dome they're going to be at the Alamo Dome. So I don't even know how much they got set up for that.
I don't know, but they've already sold 40,000 tickets. So if you're thinking of getting one, I mean, now would be the time if you could.
Pronto, jump on it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
are you guys? Yes, Nick and I did a 1-30. So we went 1-30. For men's and women, will go live at 10 p.m. tonight. Tune into that after the Rumble. And then in the comments below, put your 30 and 30 in. And we'll compare notes on Saturday. and we'll see how everybody did. Maybe there'll be maybe
Yeah,
we'll
you
talk
can
about
tell
it.
us what we got completely right, what we got completely wrong, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. And I mean, Zach Cardona at 27. I had him
Zach
early.
Cardona.
Wait, what the fuck?
Zach Cardona. I
It
like
threw me
it.
off for a minute. I'm like, Zach Cardona, who?
Man, for real.
Cody Rhodes is the winner. I like we talked about this. Like we think because of Cody Rhodes's entrance,
Rhodes.
Roads.
Yes.
10 people out there right now laugh. That's it. But
Notice
yeah,
how this man's looking on his phone while we did that.
Right? He's like, I don't know what these old guys are talking about.
Why?
All right, why?
I
What
think
happened?
because of Cody Rhodes' entrance, he will either be 1 or 2 in this Rumble.
What do you think, CJ?
I gave the fucker the key to that. He's going to be number 1 or 2. He has to be for the entrance only.
And does he win from that deep of a spot?
It's not a spoiler.
It's a prediction. Yeah, it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Oh yeah, my bad. Look, my bad.
It's not a spoiler. It's just a prediction.
But yes, to answer C-Money's question here of can we use our SeatGeek discount on Rumble Ticks? Absolutely. Go to SeatGeek, use code Wrasslin, save yourself $20 on your first SeatGeek purchase. The best place you can get to get second aftermarket tickets, absolutely. And they let you know what your seat's going to look like so you can know where you're going to be seeing when Jay White, what, Matt Cardona, what, when Moose, what, when Stone Cold, what, when The Rock, what, come out at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, folks, tune in.
And don't you dare be sour.
You might see CJ there.
No.
Right.
If you guys go to Rumble and find CJ, you'll have T-shirts with him. Get one.
I need Big E to come back if possible.
Yo! Spoil my
you knew my guy.
Don't spoil my shout. Don't spoil my shout.
I'm like, bro, we need Big E. We need, and if possible, Orton as well. And I'm pretty confident that what's his name is going to be back.
Reading his mind.
Get out of my head.
And then what's the smoke? Matt Riddle. I couldn't. Damn, fucking pothead.
Oh no,
I think
he's not back till February though.
He's on house arrest till February.
Allegedly. Yeah. So.
But yeah, no. The thing with Big E. And I don't know if Rumble's too soon, and I know people out there are going to jump on me, but he's still hurt, KJ. I just feel like I keep seeing him on stuff, and every time you see him, he's like dancing and having a good time. And I'm like, right? Like, this guy's doing all right. I mean, he's not exactly D'Lo Brown, but he's still bobbing around. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, and I hope, because listen, if that man comes out, he's almost a shoo-in to win. Like, it will take a huge heel and a whole bunch of heat to throw Big E out of the Rumble if he returned.
But so then if he comes back, does he not just instantly win it? Like, that's the thing. There's a couple people that you guys have named there with Big E, with Orton. Like, how it's also some of these guys that we all want to come back are going to have to lose this. There's only going to be one person that wins it. So,
yeah, I mean, that's what I love about this. Like, if you have everyone's like, Cody has to win it. Well, if Big E shows up, maybe he has to win it. Punk shows up, I mean, he has to win it. Like, and listen, I know he's still under contract. It's just funny to talk about, and I'm going to bring it up again later. But, but I mean, there's a list of people. People are like, Seth Rollins should win it. He deserves a belt. Like, and he's been a stud. Showing up every week and putting on bangers. Like, it's hard to argue. But I like
banger after banger.
Not only is it hard to predict the winner for each match, it's hard to even predict like the final four for each match.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it really is. And like we saw when we compared notes, Nick, like you and I were like the opposites. Your earlies were my late were your earlies. Like,
right.
So yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I like how this is setting up. And I didn't even have Sami Zayn in my Rumble because I thought he'd be preoccupied. So I don't know.
We still haven't even talked about the idea of Jay White showing up.
Now, Jay White, I'm like pumped about. Like, let's go, Jay. Like, I'm happy, maybe because, Jay White and KJ White, we go together pretty good.
Might be related.
Yeah, cousin Jay. But I don't think he's going to win it if he does show up, but I think it's going to be huge. Huge.
I want to get the opinion from the man that's smirking down there.
I'm only smirking because of fucking A-Town, bro. I forgot about this big ass dude, Quincy Elliott. I straight forgot about him.
We haven't seen him.
That's because you are him.
My brother is dead, okay? Dead this season, gone. Not coming back ever. Nick Aldis. I forgot about him too as well.
Nick's a good shout. I mean, that guy is an absolute superstar.
Yeah, might have taken some name familiarity there when it comes to my picks there. But,
right, so I get Jay, you get Nick. We call it even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, is it interesting of how much WWE, at least even kind of on some social media stuff and everything I've seen, or at least still throwing out, or it's getting put out there of what if Jay White, like they're floating out that idea very much that Jay White might be coming to WWE, and if they're gonna do it, like you said, I think at one point it's you could do it like with AJ Styles, but either way, it's still interesting that we could have somebody that comes over like that. Like, what reaction does he get? How many people actually know him versus, say, the Smart Mark fans versus casual fans?
Yeah, I kind of had him in like a bit of a mix just because of that reason of, does the average kid out there know who Jay White is, right? Like, I know us, Uber marks are all over it. Like, oh, that's amazing. Now, the funny thing about him, like Sasha, he's going to be in San Jose for another company in February. So does that play into this?
Card subject to change.
I was going to say no, and the reason why you can say no is because you got what's his name? Carl Anderson did the same thing.
True.
I don't think that what's his face did one. I'm bad at these goddamn names because I don't see him on TV as much. Karrion Kross, I think he canceled his, but he had something. Jonah has some stuff over there as well. I mean, I don't. At this point in time, I think whatever obligations people got after the fact they signed that contract, it don't even matter anymore.
Money will make people, change decisions real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, things do change. I mean, we saw Karrion Kross was supposed to be booked places, and he said, I got to go. Same with a couple other guys that they've pulled in so far. So as far as the chat goes, folks, let us know. I see some people have done it. If you're tuning in right now, who do you got for the W?
Damn it. Y'all didn't understand, sir. Y'all don't understand. I've been working heavily with Big E in the backstage, you guys. I'm the guy that's been fixing this mother lover neck, okay? Look, y'all, we told y'all he broke his C3, okay? Nick, fuck you. I fixed his C3. And you know what's gonna happen?
You
know what's gonna happen, man? I'm gonna debut in the Royal Rumble this year, going under Big E's name. I'm going to win the whole damn thing. My first person I'm going to go find is that big-ass guy that broke the dude neck. I don't know his name because he's not relevant at all.
Ridge.
Yeah. Ridge Holland. That fudge face. I'm going to go beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Will you just cut a promo for why? For no damn reason.
So officially, here on the prediction show, CJ Brand, after all your rant and raving, who is going to win the men's Royal Rumble?
You just said him. That's his pick right there. That counts. Book it, Dano.
I thought I qualified that by saying ignoring.
That's his pick,
right? I'm ignoring that shit.
Who did y'all pick? No. You got to ask first, man. You just got a whole promo. You can't deflect this shit. Come on.
I've been holding true with the same guy for the whole time.
You have since this man had a purple titty.
It's true.
But anyways.
Damn. I really want to go with Cody, but I can't go with Cody because he's getting, too much heat. And since he's getting all this heat, I can't see him when I can see him just making his return and going the fuck off. Now, I'm willing to float this name around. It's gonna be Edge, AJ Styles, or either either Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh.
Wow, no, Stone Cold can't
reach and reacher.
So what about this name? Goldberg.
I hate you.
The reachiest of reaches.
Hey, I told KJ, I said, you know who's gonna make their debut back in the Rumble? Ryback.
Yeah. Feed him more.
Feed me up and you're gone.
Listen, I might be okay if Ryback came back to the Rumble and all 29 guys just laid whoop to
No,
him.
he'll get the task spot to where by the time his music doesn't stop, but between when he gets in the ring and between when he gets eliminated, it just keeps playing.
It keeps going.
Now, would y'all be upset if Brock or either Cena won this Rumble?
Yes. Maybe not Cena. Yes.
Because Cena is supposed to be fighting at Mania this year.
I think he takes on Theory. So stay away from the Rumble.
Yeah.
I could actually see both of that happening just based more on if we're in Hollywood and The Rock can't go and all of that. And I know it's one of those of as much as we bitch about it being another, say, a Brock Roman match, if that's the way they went, you'd still tune in. The way we bitch about it being another Cena versus Roman match, as much as we bitch about that, you'd still tune in. And even if they do split the titles, then say if we get Brock versus Bobby for the WWE title or something like that, or Cena versus fucking Cody for the WWE title.
Look, I don't even know.
To make that work, but that's what makes this Rumble so intriguing is there's literally 8 million possibilities and none of them sound bad, and you can't fully credit or discredit any of them.
Right. And that's what I was trying to get at too. Like, really, I don't even know who I could really say. I would have to make a hypothetical and just choose Cody just for the simple fact that, he got the heat and pretty much whoever got that story, they really win the Rumble. But I'm willing to also say that I can't see that man winning the Rumble this year. I just got a feeling that it's going to be somebody that is really not even in that title picture. I mean, hell, Drew McIntyre could end up winning. Sheamus could win it. Gunther could win it. We don't know. We got Bobby Fish, allegedly he can come back and do some type of weird shit. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know.
Right.
And just stuff like that. Really don't know. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and lock myself in with Cody Rhodes. But like I said, I can see him winning and I can also see him getting kicked out. I don't know. This Rumble is hard. This Rumble is really hard. If you'd have asked me this shit last year, I would have easily said, yeah, Brock Lesnar gonna win.
How could you do that? That's terrible.
Who you got, KJ?
I can't change now. I mean, there's compelling arguments for a lot of people. My only concern is, did Cody becoming the winner too obvious, or is it a ride that we're all on with, and like kind of like we said, Kofi Mania, Yes Movement, that kind of vibe of like, the hero returns and we're all with him on his journey, and as long as they make his win compelling, it's not too predictable that way.
Well, and especially if we think he comes out 1 or 2, or at least comes out towards the very front of, even if you still believe that he leaked out that he's coming out at number 4.
Yeah, no.
That he runs the whole gamut and ends up, he's the hero babyface that made the, heroic comeback of coming back from an injury sooner than possible.
Can't you see Cody just like favoring his pec and like, laying in the corner, sweating?
But he eliminates Seth as the last elimination. He does it with the same like arm and shoulder and back and everything.
Adrenaline in
the soul. Something Cody Rhodes. I can't not finish the song.
Yeah, but
something Cody Rhodes.
I think you have to go now. I got Cody, and I'm not going to change on that just because the way it's all built up and we're getting the montages and all that fun stuff. I'm convinced it's Cody Rhodes.
My pick, since you talked about like the Kofi Mania and the Yes Movement and everything.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think Sami Zayn is the winner of the 2023 Royal Rumble because I in my heart of hearts, I want that Yes Movement, that underdog from the underground, that Kofi Mania moment of Sami Zayn goes over Roman Reigns. And I get, as much as I love what Roman Reigns is doing and everything, but that would be the moment to end all moments. I feel that's the best moment you could have booked right now.
Damn.
I don't disagree. That's the thing. I don't disagree at all, Nick. I like it. If that happens, it's a happy KJ. It's going to be a happy night. We're going to celebrate. I like that better than I like Cody. I don't know. Like, we don't even know if Sammy would be in the Rumble. He hasn't said anything.
But that's what makes it even more compelling. What makes it so great is
Uh-huh.
even with Raw 30, we were sitting there waited, all three of us,
Yeah.
with bated breath, even though this man was in the background because he wanted to watch it instead of being on here talking about it and everything.
Because your ass, bro, look, Ron Simmons came on the TV to say, damn, I heard this man, Nick, damn. I'm like, bro.
Damn.
I have to go back and watch. I said, that's the damn I'm looking for. But no, man, it's shit. It's like you said, it's really hard. You really could see, all these people winning. You mainly, we want the Rock. Rock says he's not in shape. Bullshit. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I mean, it's so many possibilities. We got my man drinking out of an invisible cup. But yeah, it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
I just think that it really feels like they're just trying to get us off the Rock scent.
What the hell? Picture was.
But that's why I think. I mean, I still think the Rock.
This man just recalibrated his life.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you were talking about.
See Money's picture.
All right. With
It's
all
Donald, yeah, do it.
Women's Royal Rumble.
Boo. Easily Rhea Ripley winning that.
Wow.
And this is what you said should main event the show, though.
Boo.
This is what you said should main event.
Because Hunter is trying to put over women, and so I mean, what isn't a better way of
why
putting
main
them
event
over?
with the show that's the biggest? We all know what's gonna fucking happen here.
Touche.
Granted, we could all be completely surprised and be completely wrong with this, but this feels like the fans are behind it. It's almost the bookings behind it. It feels like a foregone conclusion here that Rhea Ripley wins.
I'm just saying, bro. Imagine, like, of course, we got these people that we really want to debut in the Men's Rumble, but just imagine Mercedes Moné. I'm gonna say some shit, and I don't give a fuck. I'm reaching because it's Papa Paul and Mercedes Moné, and then we have Impact Wrestling women. So it can also come up. We can have Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, anybody else that's on that roster could come. Are you kicking me out?
No, I'm putting this man because if you watch our other video and everything coming up of Impact might be heavily involved here and everything.
Yes,
but no, it's even people like Kairi Sane, Love.
Yeah. We talked about Muda.
Well, and even say Taya Valkyrie or anything like that could potentially be involved. Or even in say the men's of what about John Morrison, what have you, if that's the thing is. And we're not. Notice how we really haven't talked about any sort of legends throughout most of this, of like a Beth Phoenix, a Trish Stratus, a
right,
Molly Holly, or anybody like that coming back.
I think one of the names you just said there is why Rhea Ripley will not win the Royal Rumble.
Trish Stratus, Molly Holly.
What we said about 20 names. So
between Nick, I think it was right in the middle. Beth Phoenix is going to be the reason why Rhea Ripley does not win.
Shit. I didn't think about her.
Right, so I think if we do get Beth Phoenix, we're probably going to get Edge in the men's.
Ooh, you know what? Okay, so let's say, for instance, we got Rhea and Beth in the ring. Rhea, and then Beth eliminates Rhea Ripley. Then we get this. Rhea Ripley's going to go ahead and take over. She's going to take a belt at the Elimination Chamber. Hear me out, y'all.
You're the only one talking.
Then we get Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix at Mania for a title.
Bet
you could. I don't know how we end up to get the title to one of them, but I mean, if we get there, fine. I think we're gonna have a match one way or the other.
I would say ultimately, I'm a backtrack real quick, and I forgot because they're gonna be in Canada in February, so it would have to happen there instead. So.
It's very true. And that's one of the reasons why we talked about Sammy being on the chairs and being the poster boy for Elimination Chamber. I mean, that crowd in Montreal is going to be hot as fuck for KO and Sammy.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be fire, man.
But so what if we also, though, get a women's match to where we end up hearing, oh, it's time to rock and roll. Oh.
Lose control. Whew, I don't know, man.
I mean, shit. I got Naomi early in the Rumble because, again, she has one of those entrances that are distinct, and I think she'll get a huge pop if she comes out 1 or 2. I do think that if I just kind of felt like Sasha might not be done, but I mean, I watched New Japan today, so I saw a bunch of Monet commercials.
Money.
877 cash now.
So I mean, if Sasha's involved, I mean, give it to her. But
Oh, I'm
that's how I
sorry. I'm
think
sorry.
she
Hold
comes
on.
back.
That's
yeah.
a great shot. That is great as hell. Yo, that is a good shot. This that's all. That's all. Go kill.
Well, that's not bad. But speaking of Impact, Mickey James. Yes, I mean, people said Nick Aldis. I think Mickey might be it.
And she's the champ again.
If she had lost to Jordan Grace.
But right in time for Rumble. Like, here's the belt. Go do your thing.
Go here. This is the only way they'll work with us. Go just put her belt out there. I don't care if you're out there for one spot. Just go do it, please.
Go do it, please. Go do it, please. Fuck off. That is too funny, yo.
Chelsea Green is another one.
Yeah, I think she comes out early on in the Rumble because you wonder the type of reaction she's going to get. But do you think that we get, whether it be with Naomi, with Cody, with whoever? I thought we were going to get it with Cody, with him coming back from his whole pec injury and everything. But do we get that kind of moment to where the Rumble stops and we all look at the entranceway because we're all amazed that, oh, they're here? Oh, they came back?
Yeah, no, we don't have a whole lot of that. I hope we don't. Like, if we really
I could see that with Naomi, if she comes out at the end of the women's match and everything, because then you get the whole lights out and fuck it.
Bring back Nia Jax.
But somebody said that already tonight.
Bring back Nia Jax. And the only reason I'm saying, we need some fillers. We have 30 women, but we don't have a lot, of people that can actually go in this match.
And I don't know. It's pretty deep this time, but I see what you're saying. People say she's dangerous, though.
Just saying that she's dangerous? Like, that's a new thing to you?
Would Nia Jax did it?
No, why? No, but there's also been reports out, that Hunter's actually going to be using, NXT, to really fill in a lot of people. So, I mean, we may not get, a lot of surprises. We may get like maybe 5 at the max, but not a lot because they really want to promote.
Do they count as a surprise of if Zoe Starks or Cora Jade or Roxanne Perez or Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes or anybody like that, Grayson Waller, Alba Fire?
If Carmelo Hayes come and Braun Breaker come, then I would personally pop.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. I think both could be in there.
Yeah, definitely. Please put Carmelo Hayes in there. Please put him in there. Oh, and then what about Cameron Grimes? He's
been MIA.
That man should have been on the main roster by now.
Right? I literally forgot that man was on the roster, let alone should be on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
That's Howdy.
Oh,
he's one of
the fucking top hat.
He's one of the 6.
Damn.
I feel like if we calculated all the names that you've thrown out to be in the Wyatt splits, there's probably like 26.
No, I think it's Bo Dallas, and that's it.
It's Bo Dallas. It's Vincent. It's Dutch. It's
it could be Vincent.
Times. It's Alexa.
It's apparently it's Bray Wyatt.
It's IRS.
It should be. That's what it should be. It's his dad the whole time fucking with
him. Yeah, dad the whole time.
What else we got in the Women's Royal Rumble? So then what we have Deonna Purrazzo as a potential surprise. You said Zoe Starks, Roxy. Are we gonna see? The good news is no Summer Rae, no fucking
Kelly, holla.
Yeah, like we don't need that this time.
Holla.
Ric Flair going the Rumble
1-on-1 with the Undertaker, player.
Right.
Wait, what?
All right, so let's do it. Starting from the beginning, Mr. CJ.
What?
Who's your official final pick here? Rhea Ripley. You?
I said Rhea Ripley. I literally
Okay,
just said
oh, what happened? It's our
Oh,
official
you were froze, I
parameter.
think.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we were
wow.
spirited.
I was trying to khakis.
Kahakis.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I want Sasha Banks to win it. Highly unlikely at this point, but Naomi would be the fallback on.
Well,
So
what about Asuka or Kana? We haven't talked about her about being a potential return.
I think she'll be there, and I don't think she'll win, but I think she'll be there.
Go ahead.
And
I don't know where I was going with that. I don't even know what song that was. I forgot.
yeah, we didn't either.
Yeah.
Quick question: who's going to suffer the fastest elimination in and out?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, yes. And I didn't even put her on the list. I scratched her out.
Yeah. Oh,
Dana
shit.
Brooke.
Oh yeah, Dana. Dana.
Yes. Honestly, because I know we both have her on our list, I will say Dana Brooke. Who gets the
Right.
Santino Marella spot, the Taz spot?
Yeah.
If, like CJ talked about, if Ryback comes back, Ryback gets that spot. But
Right.
yeah, I'd say Dana Brooke.
Mm-hmm. Kofi could have a short night. Mysterio could have a short night. Omos, they just like everyone team up on him and throw him back out. No. All right.
That tree will take fucking 10 years to get to the fucking ring before they can even
Yakshima?
try and
What the fuck?
eliminate him.
Who the hell is Yakashima? What the fudge?
What are we reading?
Boss Monsters comment. Wowie wow. What?
Rick
Boogs.
Boogs.
Oh!
Hey! What about Boogs coming back?
That's
Who's
not
that?
a bad show.
Who the hell is Boogs?
Boogie.
Rick Boogs. You don't
Call
remember
him
him with Shinsuke Nakamura?
Yeah.
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 Oh man.
Yeah. Let Rio win.
Didn't they open up Mania too?
Brooklyn Brawl.
Yes, actually, I think so.
For what?
In a tag team match.
Who?
Boogs and Nakamura
Boogs.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah. He tried to double stack the Usos and blew out his quad.
Facts. At least
I don't know why that was
Vince
so
just slid into the ring and blew out both of them.
I'm sorry, bro. That has to be the worst injury that you can do. Where you're in the ring, you're having a great time, you try to pick up two damn twins, and all of a sudden shit goes down.
That's a party foul. Of I'm trying to pick up two twins and my quads give out.
So my quad just blew.
Fuck, right?
Damn, that sucks.
So now I guess I'll flip this question. Who's the one that eliminates the person that's eliminated the fastest? Who's the one that gets, quote unquote, the fastest in elimination?
WWE.
Oh, Braun Breaker.
Wait, what?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Breaker shows up and just clotheslines the shit out of Dana Brooke over the top rope.
Oh, we're back to the women.
Yes, no. Who gets the fastest elimination?
I will say
eliminates
Rhea,
the one that's the ultimate loser.
Rhea.
Rhea?
Yep. I think that this is going to be crazy. So I think Rhea is going to debut in the Men's Rumble. Okay. And then also, I think she's going to be the first woman to ever debut in the Men's Rumble and also win the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Not the men's one, but the women's one.
I had her on my men's list at 24 and I scribbled it out.
But yeah, I don't want to gamble too much.
I think if she's going to be successful, like in the final four of the women's, you don't necessarily put her in the men's. But if she doesn't win the women's, maybe she shows up and fights for Dom.
I'm fighting for you, Dom.
Well, it depends on
get a mommy
when these show, like where these matches fall on the card, and if she shows up late on the back end in the men's rumble, it may not be too bad. Of very much a la Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And then does it get too corny at this point?
Yeah.
Nia Jax done it. Chyna's done it. Beth Phoenix has done it. It gets a bit too much unless it's more playing into the Beth Phoenix story.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's who I think gets the fastest elimination is Beth Phoenix.
Oh, really?
I think that's how you instantly re-solidify her as a badass. If she literally just turns around, fucking cold cock somebody and just clotheslines them over the top rope.
Would it be Rhea then?
No, it'd be Dana Brooks Trying to be nice there, and my brain short circuited.
All right, then. All right. How about this? Who's going to have the most eliminations each
Kane.
side? Kane.
Oh,
Rhea Ripley. Chuck out a lot of people. Now, Nick, we talked. I mean, there's a lot of big beef. Usually you go like Strowman or one of the giants like Kane are going to chuck everybody. But there's like 7 monstrous men in this one.
It's full of big beefy boys slapping meat. Even CJ's over there wanting Big E of just adding more beef to this whole, package.
Right?
Man, doing a haka there.
Man. Yep.
So
that's funny. As I say that, to see this man having a damn spasm. Yeah. What the freak?
CJ, who do you have for having the most eliminations in a Rumble match this year?
Shit. I mean,
men or women?
Don't matter. Just
we go with women. We go with women. I'm going with obviously Rhea.
I'm not going Rhea.
Or
I
you know what?
Overall.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm going to change my pick from Rhea to Raquel.
Hey, that's my pick.
I'm gonna pick what?
That was my pick for the most eliminations, but
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I think Raquel may win it instead, and then I think Rhea's gonna have the most eliminations in the women's. And then for the men, I'm gonna go with like maybe Braun, Kane, Brock, or
Did you say Kane?
Yeah.
Was there a 9er in there?
2, 4, 6, 9er? Are you calling from a walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
Brock and Rachel. Oh, so if Brock is in the Rumble, which we
who the fuck is Rachel?
Well, with Joey and Ross and Vance and everything.
I just went with it. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Brock or Karrion Kross, not bad. I forgot about Karrion Kross.
I think, so for me, if we're going, I think overall most eliminations is Rhea. I still think she wins the Women's Rumble. And if we're going, I guess, breaking it down between men's and women's, women's, I still think Rhea gets the most eliminations, and I think men's Cody gets the most eliminations.
Oh, no, I still think when it's one of the big guys, it's going to be like about
if
Brock.
Cody, but I don't have Cody to win, so you got to give him something.
That's true. That's true. I can almost see Omos eliminating like 6 guys just because they love
at one time.
Right? So
I ain't think about Omos. I ain't gonna lie to you. Omos.
Chris disagrees with you, CJ.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Bailey, the loser, is gonna win.
Yeah.
You're
Tommy Boy references in one stream. What? Yeah,
my kind of people.
Someone gets it pointed in the head and look smart.
Right. Most eliminations men. Solo's a good shout because they're trying to. Yeah, like that.
Just Samoan spikes everybody over the top rope.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the problem is with when you're trying to predict the Rumble is when it comes to like Solo, Sammy, you just don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they're in there or not. Like, has Solo announced that he's going to be in? Maybe. No, I don't think so.
I think there's not more than maybe 10 people per Rumble that have been announced to be in the matches, and that's still another 20 people you don't know who's going to be there.
I completely agree, Nick. Seth and Cody should win. Seth and Cody. We're going to do a double.
Do they do the John Cena Batista? They both, just happen to fall simultaneously at the same time?
Two
times.
Or the Rock Big Show of,
yeah,
it's clear Rocky's feet touch first.
Right.
Come on, man.
All right. Bailey or Rhea Ripley is winning the Royal Rumble match. Chris, we knew you were going to go that route.
Just maybe.
Never going to happen.
I don't know how this machine works.
Bailey could win it. She could.
But she won't.
We're not feeling, the Bailey vibe because she's been not booked great since she's returned, but she's a former champion.
I'm not feeling the hugger vibe.
No hugs. No hugs for you.
Chris, I only got one thing for you, my boy.
Uh-oh. Next question.
Sir, you really think that Bailey is going to win a Rumble after this woman done went on a damn 35-0 streak of losing back-to-back matches, right?
Right.
Yeah, make sense. Yeah, come on, make it make sense, sir. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. And if it does happen, Hunter, you deserve the same thing. Cut the shit, okay?
Right.
At that point, it's like you might as well say Stephanie McMahon can come back and fucking win the Rumble.
But she might. Shane O'Mac.
Fuck Shane.
Here comes the money.
I'd pop for that. I still think
29 is Shane.
Sweaty bollocks? No.
29 is Shane, and number 30 is Vince.
Oh my god. Someone said that today. Vince starts at 1 and wins the whole damn thing.
He just starts yelling at people, get out of the fucking ring or you're fired. Get out of the ring.
Roll in.
29 I just want to know why the hell he can't take a stunner properly. Like throughout his whole career, this man has barely taken a freaking stunner properly.
Who has taken more stunners than Vince McMahon, honestly?
Rock.
Okay, close race.
I mean, with Kevin Owens coming out right now, I'm about to start saying maybe AJ Styles. No, I'm sorry, AJ Styles.
No, my guy.
No, that was AJ Styles.
Could sit there and walk around stunnering AJ Styles from like per hour, and it would not.
I don't even know
the amount of stunners that Vince or the Rock's taken at least. Or probably
I don't know why I said his ass. I didn't mean to say stunners. The fuck?
This man wax off, Mr.
Right. So the most stunners I think recently, I guess, would have to be damn near anybody in the bloodline for real. Shit, I don't know. Look, who has this man been rival one? He done fought Ezekiel himself, Alpha Academy.
Number 31 is Tony Khan.
Did y'all see how that man hugged Mark Briscoe though?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like he came in that mug with full force.
Well, he's an aggressive hugger as it is. Now you throw in the emotion of the night, then it's going to be the hugs of all hugs. And man, yeah, he went all in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Your fantasy Rumble winner, and I think everybody knows mine. So the miracle winners, male, female, who you think could come out of left field and probably never ever going to happen, but it's fun to joke about.
No, you go ahead, say it.
I told you, I said it months ago. Like the minute all this shit happened, if I could book it, if in a perfect world, Cody Rhodes was 29 and everybody loses their fucking mind. Cody's back, and he's so over as a baby face. And then 30, and he comes running down and chucks Cody, and everyone's like, "What?
Look in my eyes."
And then you get Cody,
you see
CM Punk, WrestleMania Night 1. How's it going, Tony Khan?
Right. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Right.
Damn. Fantasy book. Damn. I mean, for real, you know me, I was like, oh, hell no, he will never come back. But I thought about it more and more. And I said, yeah, that he could come back and win it. For real. That wouldn't be bad. But me personally, I would have to pick for the women, I'm gonna go with the women first. For the women, I would pick Jade Cargill. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just want to hear if we're smoking full hopium, then.
Right. Full hopium. Damn right.
I mean, sign me up for Jade and Charlotte any day of the week.
I mean, you could. Damn. Like, how many fantasy winners can we have?
As many as you want. It's your fantasy.
I bet. I'm gonna take Jade out. I'm gonna say he's what's your fantasy. This man's my Paul's damn. Jade or DMD can win the Rumble. And then for the men's Rumble, I'm gonna go with. I really want Adam Cole to come back and win it one day. Him or Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Oh, shit.
Keith Lee.
I don't disagree with that one. If we're going absolute fantasy upon fantasy of,
I wasn't going that far. CJ took it.
Well, that's where. What the hell do you mean? The Hopiman Trail here.
It's called Fantasy Rumble.
You're allowed to do
fantasy. Hold on, what the hell y'all need to do? A triple dog fantasy?
Hey,
live your dreams, bro. Live your dreams.
You know what? I'm sorry, y'all, but whoever made this topic needs to cut the shit. You can't tell me this is a fantasy thing.
But so if we're going full fantasy, my women's Rumble, winner is Britt Baker, DMD.
Yeah,
100%. She's got WWE written all over that whole DMD shtick.
She
You
had
sit
it
there
before.
and put that, especially on like a Monday Night Raw, 100%.
Money,
And then
money.
for the men's Rumble winner, Maxwell, Jacob,
fuck
Yeah,
Freeman.
Stu
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you said fantasy, my guy.
Oh,
I listen, I'm with you.
now,
I was more thinking like, you know,
Hey, I went where this man went. I was
I
last
like it.
year.
KJ said,
Oh.
I stood right here. Me and Nick went
And we just went.
yeah. So we got some good ones in the chat though. Jacob Fatu to come back, win it, and go take on Roman,
Right.
Ambrose, Asmox.
Mox. Hey.
I mean, shit. Now my answers suck because I was gonna say,
Yeah.
What happens when you go first?
right. No, I feel like Sasha Banks is kind of a fantasy pick, like an out of like not likely to happen.
Who in the Rudy Blue hell is that?
Right, exactly. So
money.
she's pretty committed to her money. So I don't think we're
Stupidest name in the world, bro. Fucking theme song is stupid as fuck.
I mean, on an outside chance, Matt Cardona wins it.
Now we just reaching.
Yes. Oh, fuck it now.
That was
Bryan. Okay, I'll go. Daniel Bryan comes back for the big W. AJ
man.
Lee.
People power.
This is funny as hell.
Coming back to my job.
Nick Gage and Maki Ito.
Ito.
Who
I'm
out of
taking
those
shit
two
out.
has more of a chance of winning a Rumble? Nick Gage or Maki Ito? I feel like Maki Ito.
Mackie's got the edge.
Yeah. She hasn't almost been canceled because of a pizza cutter.
Fair enough. Nick Aldis could cost Cody the Rumble. That would send a
Nick
clear
Aldis
message.
could win the Royal Rumble.
He really could, but I don't know if he has enough name value.
What if this happens? Goldust comes back as Dustin Rhodes, and then we get Cody in the Rumble as well, but Dustin eliminates Cody. How big of an upset would that be? Like, how big of an upset would that really be?
It confused the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be shit.
Sound like some Tony Khan shit.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean, that's what's fun about this Rumble, though. Like, we really could, I mean, when we're being sensible, come up with a large number of possible winners for this year's Rumble. I will remind everybody watching, if you are watching right now, don't forget, in the comments below, let us know what you think about the Rumble. Let us know who you think is going to win. Also, don't forget that at the top of the hour, we got a little bonus fun for you guys to tune into. So don't miss out on that as well. But guys, scale of 1 to 10, according to the scale of 1 to 10 for the chat for us here on screen. What'd you just say?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do, brother, when the bandwagon runs wild on you?
Oh my god.
Goldberg wins the Rumble.
Yo, can you imagine that the top
boogeyman.
5 is between Hulk Hogan, Goldberg, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and fucking Mick Foley?
No, because I won't be watching it.
Yeah. Like, welcome to the football channel.
Right?
And welcome to We Just Talk Shit.
Yeah, talk shit. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
But with all that being said, folks, that is the Rumble. We cannot wait to cover the Rumble on Saturday. It's gonna be a fun night. We get on at 7 p.m. Don't forget, before we get to Saturday, Friday we got doubleheader. We got SmackDown. We got Rampage.
Yeah.
Later tonight, you're gonna see what Nick and I came up with as far as our host-to-host challenge.
Yeah.
For the our Rumble picks, and we'll see how they pan out. Go to that stream when it goes live and fill in the comments, not the chat, the comments, what you think or how wrong we are or how right we are. But we want your feedback. We want to know how you guys are thinking about this as well. And remember, one last thing, if you tune in on Saturday, there will be prizes given away during the live stream. So tune in. We're going to have some fun and games. And you know our Saturday night streams are always crazy, folks. So you don't want to miss that. Boys, what are you thinking?
I'll let
I almost saw what he's thinking.
Go ahead.
Why?
Final thoughts going into Rumble, both of you.
CJ, go ahead.
It's definitely gonna be Hulk Hogan winning the fucking Rumble. Okay, it's simple as that. Hulk Hogan's gonna win, and if you're not down with that, suck it,
brother.
brother.
I was hoping to God you didn't freeze with it that close to your face.
Yeah, right.
What's the problem?
Pause.
It's football.
Right.
No, we've
I'm
said it
actually
before.
frozen on my
This
other screen.
is
What
the
the fuck?
most excited I've been going into a Royal Rumble because we literally, almost from top to bottom, whether it's the Rumble matches, even the regular matches, the title matches, anything like that, we don't truly know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So this is the most excited I've been going into this pay-per-view in quite a while. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you're going to put that 4 live with it. Why?
That's it, folks. See you on the flip side, 10 p.m. tonight. The Host Challenge, doubleheader Friday tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah.